intend to do business with Billy Kimber.
Is there any man here named Shelby?
I'm planning an expansion onto the racetracks. It would be an honor to work with you, Mr. Kimber.
Nobody works with me. People work for me.
Danny, you're a good man and a good soldier.
Yes, Sergeant Major.
Freddie Thorne is at the very top of my list.
Well, cross him off. He won't be returning to the city.
We're not going anywhere, Ada. We're going to stay here. We're going to marry here with our baby. I'm not afraid of Tommy Shelby.
Thomas, you sell those guns to anyone who has use to them, you will hang. Dump them somewhere the police can find them.
No.
Thomas Shelby is now the beginning, the middle, and the end of your mission.
So what shall I do?
You must do everything you can to get close to him.
Dig out a nice dress. Want to take you to the races?
I warn you, I'll break your heart.
Already broke.
On a gathering storm comes a tall, handsome man in a dusty black coat with a red right hand.
Give me a bottle of whiskey and 3 glasses, please.
Scotch or Irish?
Irish.
I've decided not to go to the races. Not unless you give me another £2.10 toward the dress.
I've already given you 3.
How much did you pay for the suit you'll be wearing?
Oh, I don't pay for suits. My suits are on the house, or the house burns down.
So you want me to go looking like a flower girl?
What I want, it makes no difference. It's not me you're dressing up for.
You'll forgive me, Mr. Shelby, if I indulge a little.
Please.
It takes a lot for a man from Sparkbrook to step inside this pub.
Anyone with money and good intentions is welcome in the garrison. Now, you said you had business.
It's delicate, Mr. Shelby. It's a question of who knows what about what. Concerns the factory down the road at the BSA. Now, as you might know, most of the paint shop there is Irish. Big old place like that, rumours get started.
Rumours that there was a robbery.
Robbery of what?
Guns, Mr. Shelby. A serious amount of guns.
And what business is that of mine?
But when it comes to speculation, you can't beat a factory night shift.
Some say there was word from the Proofing Bay. It was the Peaky Blinders who took him.
Your night shift must be dreaming.
Maybe they are.
But maybe they're not.
What we're trying to say is, Mr. Shelby, that if you were to hear about the whereabouts of said items, we'd pay good money.
You have good money?
We have the collections from the pubs.
For who do you speak?
The people of Ireland.
The Irish Republican Army.
For the fact?
For the fucking fact. You think we're jokers?
Am I laughing?
Oh, Father, why are you so sad on this bright Easter morn?
McGuire, will you shut up?
When Irishmen are proud and glad of the land where they were born.
McGuire, away and shite. We're trying to talk business
Oh,
here.
son, I see sad memories of you of far off distant days, when being just a boy like you, I joined the IRA.
Bravo.
Where are the lads who stood with me when history was made?
What's about what? I'll let you know.
Robert Cree, I long to see the boys of the old IRA.
I thought you only allowed singing on a Saturday.
Whiskey's good proofing water. Tells you who's real and who isn't.
And what did my countrymen want?
Oh, they're nobodies. They drink of the Black Swan and Sparkbrook. They're only rebels because they like the songs.
You have sympathies with them.
I've no sympathies of any description.
Their accents were so thick, it's a wonder you could understand them. Next time I could translate.
You'd work for me.
Thought I already was.
So you are coming to the races. £2, 10 shillings. Right. 10 shillings. Buy something red. To match his handkerchief.
Whose handkerchief?
What the hell?
I dared myself to run through their territory in my dress.
Are you mad?
Yeah, mad as hell with all of them.
I love you.
I love you too. The more they try and stop us, the madder I'll be.
Come on, Princess. The vicar's waiting.
Wait. How do I look?
Like an angel.
Moss, what do we know about the Black Swan? An operative has provided intelligence that it is a place where IRA men gather.
It's just a lot of drunken navigators singing songs, sir. The IRA wouldn't go near them.
And why are two of them looking to buy guns?
Do you have names?
Must she do everything for you?
She, sir.
One female operative has proved more useful than any of you great lumps of man.
We are regular police officers, sir, not spies. We can only act when a crime's been committed. Perhaps I should send some men down to the Black Swan to ask questions.
And scare them all into hiding. Not the best of tactics, Sergeant.
My tactics come from my experiences in France. Most of my great lumps of men served in France too, sir.
I serve my country every day. That'll be all, Sergeant.
Away and shot!
Fancy me, do you? What are you? Copper?
Bloody bitch!
I've seen your face serving at the garrison. Come here. I'm taking you in for interrogation on behalf of the Irish Free State.
Right.
Are you armed?
No.
Then I'll tell you. Ada and Freddie Thorne were married today. They defied your orders. They haven't left the city. I'll deal with it. Thomas, I'll deal with it.
Where are they?
Freddie's comrades have safe houses. Why do you want to know?
I want to send them flowers. Why do you think?
Would it be so bad if they stayed?
I promised I'd run Freddie out of town.
Promised who?
I told the coppers Freddie wouldn't come back. It was part of the deal.
What bloody deal? What happened to family votes? What happened to meetings? If you let me deal with Ada and Freddie, it'll end in peace. Christ knows you've had your fill of war.
You get Freddie out of town, Paul. Or else I'll deal with him myself.
The victim had been drinking in the Black Swan pub, sir, the pub that you told me about. And the neighbour said that she saw a young woman leaving the streets where the body was found. A woman, sir. I was wondering if there was a connection.
A connection with what, Sergeant?
Well, you said that your spy was a woman, sir. I wondered if there was now a policy. Shoot to kill. Like there was in Belfast.
The Republicans are famously factional. He was killed by one of his own. That'll be all, Sergeant. And they're not called spies. They're called operatives.
Operative, sir, right, sir.
how you say things. What the bloody hell is she doing here?
£200, Freddie.
For what?
For us. For a honeymoon that goes on forever.
Where did it come from?
Family fund.
Pockets of widows and desperate men.
See sense, Freddie.
Tommy's not going to let this rest. Times like these, communist in the family's bad for business. You have to leave the city.
You think I can't handle Tommy Shelby?
You can't. I'm having trouble these days, and I'm twice the man you are. I went into town. The Cunard office. I booked you both tickets for the next boat from Liverpool to New York.
America, Freddie. They've already had their revolution. You won't have to bother.
Would you ladies at least let a man sleep on it?
You had no business. Observe and report. That is your remit.
I decided we needed to know where he lived.
I warned you not to let your personal history cloud your judgment. You went after him because he was IRA.
I followed him because I thought he might have information.
According to the rules, I should pull you out of Garrison Lane immediately.
No. Cheltenham's tomorrow.
You take too much upon yourself.
This is an active military mission. Your words. I'm doing my job.
Grace, the death of a base Fenian doesn't concern me. Your welfare does. Killing a man affects the heart. And as for my heart...
I know that because of our family connections, you take my progress personally. But I don't need you to be my father.
I would be thinking of you.
Mr. Shelby, sir.
Sezoni.
That suit is sold, sir. It's being collected this morning.
I know.
Please, gentlemen, no fighting in here.
It's all right. So I come as a friend. You're collecting your suit for Cheltenham. It's very nice.
How the bloody hell do you know?
I know a lot of things, Mr. Kimber. And as I told you before, I know the Lee brothers. And I know they're going to be at the Cheltenham races as well.
Yes, well, they're going to lose a lot of money on fast women and slow nags.
No. They're planning on showing up in numbers and robbing your bookies, running chalk and rafflers.
You think I can't handle the Lees?
Just a word of warning from a friend, that's all. I'll see you at Cheltenham.
I'll wave at you from my box. If you are coming to the races, bring that pretty barmaid of yours.
Already invited.
Comrades, as you know, to even gather like this today is illegal. Chief Inspector Campbell has ordered that we're not allowed to assemble in groups of more than 3 people. So, to comply with the law, please now clump together in groups of 3. Do you hear that, boys? The same whistles they used to blow to send us over the top, they now blow to try and break us up. So before the specials get here, Raise a hand to all those who want to strike. Now disperse and take the message home. United, we will never be defeated.
Tommy! Boy, Tommy.
What the hell's been happening?
The police have just raided a rally at the factory. You think you're Freddie Thorne's back?
I know he is, and he's with Ida. How hard can it be to find the only girl in Birmingham with 4-inch heels, eh?
She's with the commies. They have little rat holes all over the city.
Just want to know where she is.
Tommy, you best have a word with Arthur as well.
What's wrong with bloody Arthur?
He's got the Flanders blues again.
People keep asking me questions that I don't know the answer to. Is it true your Ida got married? So I don't know. Where's she living there? I don't know. Arthur. Who killed the Paddy from the Black Swan? I go. What Paddy? They say. Is it you, Peaky Blinders, who stole the guns from the BSA? What guns, Tommy?
I thought after your beating, I thought you needed a break.
What bloody guns, Tommy?
I thought I was going to tell you.
You were going to tell me.
Arthur, listen to me. You've had a hard time these past few years, God knows you have. You deserve some rest. We had some luck. Some bloody luck. It fell off a wagon into our laps. And all you need to know is, it's us that has the machine guns now, and it's them that's in the mud. All right? Come on. I have a surprise for you. Come on.
Surprise. Where is she?
What is it you've always wanted, Arthur? Eh? When we were in France, you used to say, when I go back to England, I want to own my own pub. Well,
now you've gone soft. You've gone soft, Tommy. How do we know it's for sale?
everything's for sale to us, Arthur. We're making a lot of money these days. We need a legitimate business to pass the money from the shop.
Well, we'll know what to do.
You spent 2/3 of your life in pubs. Just pour it instead of drinking it.
But we can still drink it, though, right?
Your pub. You do what you want.
Ah. Sorry, gentlemen.
Until you come in. What can I get you?
When I hear my name, I wanna disappear.
Bloody kids. I think the other one's punctured as well. Mr. Campbell wants an explanation. Today, some rabble-rousing union man brought the BSA out on strike. Freddie Thorne. Thought you promised he wouldn't come back.
I know he's in town. I'm dealing with this.
Well, Mr. Campbell thought that you controlled your territories.
Yeah. I said I'm dealing with it.
I heard that Freddie married your sister. Some family you've got, eh? Bet you can't wait for Christmas. Deliver Freddie Thorne to us. Or take your sister in as an accomplice. She'll get 4 years for sedition. Or you can turn him in. And your sister goes free. I'll say good night then, Tom.
Have you seen Freddie Thorne? No. Or Tommy?
I have to find Freddie. Drink this first. No, I have to find them. I think they're going to kill each other. Wait. Who's going to kill who?
We need to talk. What exactly is it that you want, Freddie?
Came to tell you. That's not gonna work, Tommy. Polly came round. She gave me that.
Oh, Polly must have had a rush of blood. Or port wine. Your honesty is appreciated now if you're not going to use that thing.
I'm not finished! Sit down. Sit down. Sit! Talk to me about the guns.
Do you remember we used to jump in here and see who could swim across the
I'm here to talk business, Tommy.
Do you reckon we can still do it? You loaded Ada with your bastard because she's a Shelby. You thought it'd mean you'd be somebody. I won't let you fuck up my sister's life for your cause.
My God. You actually believe that? I love her, Tommy. I've loved her since she was 9 and I was 12. She loves me the same. Do you even know the word?
This marriage will not stand.
Freddie didn't want your money. And now the coppers are saying that if we don't turn Freddie in, they'll put Ada on the arrest warrant as well. That's where your compassion gets you, Paul. From now on, we do it my way.
Or what?
It's open.
Private whiz-bang reporting, sir.
At ease. So, what news from London?
I was in a pub. It's called Mother Redcap, an Irish pub. I got talking to some old bloke about Birmingham. He said there's been trouble. An IRA man shot. He said a lot, but the only bit I heard was that their high command think it's the Peaky Blinders who shot him. I came up on the next boat to warn you. Is it true?
No. But lies travel faster than the truth. Get a message to him. Tell him to send someone to Parlay. Tell him there's been a misunderstanding and we don't want any trouble.
You've got enough trouble, right, Tommy? The whiskey and the smoke. I can smell it in the air. I use it sometimes myself. Call it my sweetheart. They gave us the worst job, Tommy.
Yeah. And we fucking volunteered. Sometimes it lasts all night. And I lie here. And I listen to the shovels and the picks against that wall there. And I pray the sun will come up at the curtains before they break through. No, I don't pray. I hope. And sometimes it happens. The sun beats them. But mostly,
The shovels beat the sun.
Sun is high up in the sky in my car, drifting down into the abattoir. You see what I see, dear? The air grows heavy. Listen to your breath, entwined together in this culture of death. Do you see what I see, dear? Slide on over here, let me give you a squeeze to avert this unholy evolutionary trajectory. Can you hear what I hear, babe? Does it make you feel
free? Your sister was here. She was worried, you and Freddie. It had made her sick. She's all right, but in her condition, she needs peace. Women talk.
That is something they do.
She talked about you. She said you keep everything locked up.
Well, that's what men do.
Your sister's nice, I like her. Can't be easy for her. Her brother and her husband fighting over the same thing. Men should talk too.
To you?
Why not? I'm a barmaid. It's my job. Men always tell their troubles to a barmaid. What is it you and Freddie are fighting over?
I'll meet you here at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. Did you buy a dress?
Yes, I bought a dress.
How does it look?
He's changed the oil and greased her up.
So, will he get me all the way to Cheltenham, Curly?
He's good with motors, but it pains him.
No heart in motor cars. I can't talk to them.
Yeah. Tommy might need to make a fast getaway. And these will be all over the track. And Kimber's men. And his coppers, they control the law down there, Tommy.
Give it a turn for me, Charlie.
This car only seats 4. You'll need more men than that if you're to come back alive.
It's just me and the girl.
Is it just the two of us going to the races?
Something like that.
Right. This is what's known as your final briefing before going over the top. 60 miles down that road is Cheltenham Racetrack. Johnny, what's our mission, boy?
To stick it to the Lee family, Arthur!
That's right. The Lees are skimming money off legal bookies, running chalk, selling rafflers, and beating up them as won't buy. But today, we're going to stop them.
What about Kimber's men? Thought he had his own protection.
Kimber's let his troops go rotten. They're on the take from the Lees to look the other way. We're going to show Kimber how it should be done. Now take what you're good at. Those of you with guns, keep them out of it. Unless a gun is pulled on you, we want this done quietly.
So when do we share out the cash?
We don't. We're not keeping the cash. You're in Tommy's army now, boys. Trust only kin. Let's go.
What stable is it?
Number 7,
Are you sure we're allowed in here?
Well, I prefer to come to the races the back way. Keeps me out of trouble. Tracks to lawless places. Can't stand petty criminals. This way.
Will we get to lay a bet?
Nah, gambling some months. This way. You're lucky you're with me. You'd be wasting your money on fixed races.
I always wondered, how do you fix a race?
How should I know?
That's the first one. So here's the...
Okay, you do the talking.
What?
Tell security you are Lady Sarah Duggan. Excuse us. Lady Sarah Duggan of Connemara. You got lost when you went to look for the boy riding a horse. Dandyflower. If they ask about me, say that I'm Prussian. Don't speak a word of English. Come on, posh girl. Earn your £3. I still prefer the garrison. Do you dance?
If I'm asked properly.
Lady Sarah, Connemara, will you dance with me?
Roberts, the Peaky Blinders are here.
Told you, Mr. Kimber. He's got some balls, that one.
And she's got some body, that one.
Shark, for your black boy, £5 a step. It's a pleasure doing business with you.
Hello, Raz. How's business? Stay still, Raz, or I'll take the whole ear off. And you're going to need your ears to listen. No more choking on Billy Kimber's boys. Right? We're the protection there. I commandeer this stolen money by order of the Peaky Blinders.
Either your left leg is stronger than your right, or we're making a getaway.
Neither.
I hope this doesn't involve razor blades.
I've decided to move up in the world. Become a legitimate businessman.
My God, you're serious.
I'm always serious.
We chased the lads across the track right the way down the Devon Road. We got every penny back. Nice dress. Can wear that to my pub.
Buy the boys a drink. Anyone hurt?
A few cuts and bruises.
Off we go, Lady Sarah.
Steady on.
Excuse me.
Chap?
Your money, Mr. Kimber. Rescued from the Lee brothers and returned to you with a request for a fair hearing. Your own protection is failing, Mr. Kimber. Your boys are taking cuts. I want to suggest that from now on, you contract out your racetrack security to the Peaky Blinders. We'd be saving you a lot of money, Mr. Kimber. A lot of money. In return, you give us 5% of the take and 3 legal betting pitches at every race meeting north of the River Severn, rising to 6 after 1 year if we are all satisfied with the service. What do you say, Mr. Kimber?
I say you talk business to my accountant. I want to dance. Your man said it was all right for me to have this dance.
How many men can you put in the field at one time?
There's a lot of men out of work at the moment. 2 guards for every bookie.
At every meeting?
We have contacts with good people among the gypsies. We'll always know when the Lees plan to attack. With all the strikes and troubles, can't really depend on the police. Anyway, we're more honest.
Looks like you two are making a deal.
We are making progress.
And let me throw a small condition into the mix.
So listen, we're gonna go for dinner at Kimber's house. Here's a place a couple of miles away. I have some business to settle first with this accountant, so you go on ahead with Kimber.
Just me and him?
Yeah, till I'm done here. Is that all right? Look, I'll throw in an extra £3 for your extra time.
You think I'm a whore?
Everyone's a whore, Grace. We just sell different parts of ourselves. You said you wanted to work for me. To do that, you have to sharpen up. The deal is, I'll give him 2 hours with you. He thinks he's a ladies' man. He thinks he can seduce you. Whenever you want, just kick him in the balls.
I'm a clause in a contract.
If you want to be part of my organization, you have to make sacrifices.
Do we have a deal? As a sweetener, you can try your luck with mine.
Yeah, we have a deal.
2 hours?
Yeah.
Side bet, £10 is over fucked in one. Mademoiselle?
I bet he said you could have me, didn't he? Well, he has a... That's the arrangement, isn't it? Yours might be a prostitute, but I'm not. I was a milliner when I met him. I was independent. I made this hat. I was a good milliner.
It's a very pretty hat. Really is.
So is she a prostitute?
God's honest truth. I don't know what she is.
You showed me up back there at the races. Why don't you teach me how to dance properly?
The music's too slow. Put on a Charleston.
Well, then we'd be far away. I want to dance like this. Come on, you weren't so stiff back there, were you? Hmm? You ever been in a house this big? Hmm? Hmm? Look at you. You look like a bloody film star.
I want a cigarette.
Oh, look, I've dropped something. Pick it up.
Pick it up yourself.
You're a fucking barmaid. If I drop a glass on the floor, you pick it up. I want to watch you pick it up. Right, you listen, Slake. I tried something, right? Yeah? If I drop a glass on the floor, you bend over and fucking pick up the fucking glass. Okay? What?
No, sir, no.
What are you doing here? I've got another hour.
Just wait. Listen to me. Just listen to me. I was going to let you go through with it, but in the end, my conscience got the better of me. She looks good on the outside. But she has the clap. Yeah, syphilis. When you took a shine to what I thought I'd use her, someone told me she had a syph. I thought, what the hell? Call it my better nature. She's a whore. Love, just go and wait in the car.
I can walk on my own.
Can we shake hands and forget this ever happened?
Start of the day, I was Lady Sarah of Connemara. By the end, I was a whore with a clap. You're a fucking bastard offering me like that. But then you change your mind. Why did you change your mind, Thomas?
Take a little walk to the edge of town and go across the track. bird of doom as it ships. I